Hello and welcome to Crack Pot Mondays with me, Jack, from the One White, One Brown podcast. Up next is Smaj. He's got an absolute belter this week, so make sure you stay tuned. My conspiracy for this week, you've heard of the flat earthers. Now's your chance to hear of the hollow earthers. That's right, folks. There's people out there that genuinely believe the earth is hollow. Not only that, they believe that it is inhabited by an advanced civilization, more so advanced than as surface dwellers. It just has so many layers, this conspiracy. It dates back to the 17th century. A scientist called Edmund Halley, he's got a comet named after him. You may have heard of it, Halley's Comet. A lot of people say Halley's Comet. Subtle differences, it's Halley's Comet. He kind of suggested that the Earth was hollow due to changing magnetism between the poles. Fuck knows. I wouldn't know enough about magnetism to say whether that or how that could prove or disprove that the Earth is hollow. But that's what he suggested. Then hundreds of years have passed, and in 2015, 16, something like that, 5-6 years ago anyway, scientists found a reservoir of water that contains 3 times that of the world's oceans, basically. So a fucking shitload of water. That bolstered the hollow earthers' theory that there is a civilization living inside of the Earth. They have access to water, which means that there must be a civilization down there, obviously. This reservoir of water is found 430 odd miles beneath the surface, so it's a fucking long way down as well. And they basically think that there's an advanced civilization living down there, and the kind of discovery of water that far down must prove that that is the case. Now, as I was kind of looking into this, doing a bit of research, I had a few questions, basically. The main one was, how would you access such a place? Well, they have the answers. As most conspiracy theorists do, they have answers to everything. You enter it through a secret entrance at the North and South Pole. Yeah, let that sink in. Secret entrances through the North and South Pole. I do this face a lot when I'm looking into these theories. It blows my mind that people believe this stuff. Like, there's one thing to kind of come up with it and suggest that it could be the case. It's a completely different ball game when you have people buying into this and saying that this could be legit, basically. Now, if you know anything about science, you know that it's complete bullshit. There's molten rock at the centre of our Earth. There's not a advanced civilization. But, I mean, that's the world we live in. Opinions are opinions. You can have them, no matter how fucking stupid they are. So, that's my crackpot conspiracy for Monday. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said at the start of this video, stay tuned. We've got Smaj coming up next. He's got an absolute belter. Thank you very much. Take care.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back, and welcome if you're new, first timers and that. I am Smaj from the One White, One Brown podcast. In case you haven't guessed it, I'm the brown. Today it's Crack Pot Monday. Just a little thing me and Jack like doing, because we're both like a good conspiracy theory. So so here we go. So today, the one that I wanted to look at is something that I saw a while ago, but I don't think many people know that this conspiracy is out there. So basically, this one is a conspiracy that people think dinosaurs didn't ever exist. I know what you're thinking. How do you know? But I mean, if you read anything, you know, I mean, each to their own, whatever, really. But I think they did. But I mean, there's a massive group of people that think that every fossil, everything's fake. So, so this conspiracy, I mean, there's always going to be people that have believed it, but it really took off in 2015, I think it is, when Jurassic World came out. So the reason that a lot of people jumped on board and this whole conspiracy thing really took off is basically because the CGI used in the movie Jurassic World, remember, the one that we know is completely fictional. Well, I mean, you know, the story is completely fictional, but they're saying the CGI made people question how legit the dinosaurs existing was, along with there was something PETA put out, you know, the Animal Protection Organization. They put something out, a tweet about how you don't need to use real animals for movies because CGI has become so good. Obviously, their sort of motive behind that is, you know, animal cruelty or whatever, because we don't want that, do we? So, yeah, so it was a PETA campaign, just to not use animals, basically. Now, the maddest thing is a lot of the dinosaur skeptics became way more vocal after the movie. Obviously, that is what triggered it, apparently. So there's one tweet that I came across that made me laugh. So someone tweeted, dinosaurs aren't real. I mean, loads of people tweet that, but one of the responses from somebody called Christine Cleland, I think it is, she responded saying, dinosaurs aren't real, they're really dragons. I don't agree, I'm sorry. I think dragons are mythical, dinosaurs are real. We see fossils, we go to the museums, whatever. But if you that's the conspiracy for today. But if you really want to get into it a bit more, I can suggest something to watch. So there's a documentary on YouTube by a guy called Eric Dubé. This guy is he's like the original flat earther before Mark Sargent. I mean, flat earth we've not even got into yet, but this guy is one of the main campaigners of flat earth, like one of the early campaigners that brought it back. He's got a whole documentary on YouTube. It's got an IMDb rating, everything. It's an official thing. It's become taken off. His documentary is called Dinosaurs Never Existed. Watch that, and then if you want to if you really, you know, if you enjoyed it or whatever, if you want to look more into it, watch the Joe Rogan Experience episode with a guy called Trevor, I think it's Trevor Valle. I don't know how to pronounce his name, Vale or Valle. It's Valle. This guy's a paleontologist, so they watch that documentary and he tears it to shreds about all the inaccurate information that this guy puts forward. Well worth a watch, but I mean, that's the conspiracy for today. That's for me, it's a bit of a crackpot conspiracy, but I mean, I'll let you lot decide. So yeah, subscribe to the One White One Brown podcast on Podbean and on YouTube. We try and get stuff up at least once a week, as often as we can. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, and may the force be with you.